discussed about working with generic types, a basic overview of what are generics and how do we use generic types. Next, after understanding generic types, already we discussed like generic methods, generic classes, and generic properties. Next, after understanding the generics, one more important about the types, about in the Typescript, we need to understand about enums. We need to know about enums. Actually, technically, enum is nothing but enum is a collection of constants. Technically, enum is a collection. It is a collection of constants. You can simply say that it is a collection of named constants. So named constants. The intention of enum is enums are used to store and access a set of numeric or string constants. So enums are used to store and access a set of string constants. So one advantage here is enums allow to access any value just by using a reference name. Just by using a reference name like object. So it provides an easy access for a set of numbers stored in a reference. So numeric or string type, different types of constants are there. You will see that. How we can create enums and how do we configure enums, right? The keyword enum is used to create an enum. So that means which is an enumeration. Actually, it is an enumeration. Enum is enumeration. Any enum can be defined by using the keyword enums. So here important is the main advantage of enums is enum can dynamically configure its value based on existing values. That is why we use enum. Actually, if I have to use a set of constants or numbers or strings, array is enough. But advantage of enum is dynamically enum can configure its value based on existing values. That means if a value is not defined, based on the previous value, automatically it will initialize its value. So that means according to the previous value, it will keep the next value dynamically, it will assign it. So it will never return any undefined. Usually in an array, in a sequence, suppose one value is missing dynamically, then it will return null or undefined. But enum can dynamically configure its value. For example, suppose we are creating a simple collection. Let's create a collection. So here I am adding an simple class file. So enum.ts. Okay. Generally, how we can create enums? How do we configure the enums? So enums are defined like a class, So how we can add them? Right. Let's see. We have to use the keyword enum, and enum name, enumeration name. Enumeration name. So what is the enumeration name? We have to define the enumeration name. So enum is enumeration name. So that means any name. Suppose I said error codes. Error codes is an enum. This enum contains collection of constants. That means enum's intention is numbers can be easily accessed by using the reference of a name, a named collection. So here error codes, so we can give a reference name like OK is equal to 200. That is the error code. And here created is equal to 201. That is the error status code. And accepted is equal to 202. That's how we are defining the values. And non-authoritative. So is 203. And the next one, no content. No content, it's a status code. No content, it's a status code. Is actually 204. But I am not defining any value into it. That means value is not initialized into it. So we are not configuring any value into it. Similarly, suppose when we are not configuring any value, actually no content is 204. That is the next value. Now I am creating a simple output here, console.log. So I want to print, so no content status code. And I want to print the no content status code. No content status code, and I am using $. Enum related any value can be accessed by using enum name. Enum name is error codes dot